What is up, everybody? Here we are today with a Patreon-sponsored deck. This is from It's Me, and we are going to be doing, it's basically 4 infantry, Pitbull Talon. The commander is up to me. I've decided to go with Solomon because the deck is reasonably cheap. The only most expensive unit is 40. There's a lot of them. We're going to probably make a lot of 40 cost units, but 40 is the most expensive unit. So we should have a spare, quite a little bit of spare cash. And there's also some combos that are going to be really hard to beat, like Chuggy Laser, which we're going to need like Iron Cannon for outs too. So we'll see how it goes. I might change commander midway if I decide I don't like Solomon. Is new Jedi commander any good? He is fine, but I think he's like, he doesn't really do anything special. Like it's worse than the other commanders basically. All right, let's go.
3, 2,
Alright, first game. They're obviously opening rifles. We're up against Oaken, who I'm reasonably sure is playing some description of tech. Based on his harvester positioning, it also seems likely he's playing tech. He's just sending missiles straight to my harvester. Okay, I respect it. And air tower, obviously. Very standard GDI tech deck. Playing like rifle, missile, Talon, Orca probably. And then a couple of tech units. So our anti-air is like Talon, Pitbull, and missiles. So that's probably what we're going to be making. I don't care about this rifle squad here. I'm okay with that one dying. I'd like to keep the healthy one alive though. Alright, so we're going to get first missile reasonably quick. There's the Orca as predicted. That's why we already have missile troops. About a 1 minute missile. Could have been better, could have been worse. He hasn't made a second harvest yet, I don't think. We probably want shock troopers here. His answer to shock troopers is likely going to have to be Talon at the moment, which is very easy for us to beat with Pitbull. Might have overcommitted with a second shock trooper. Yeah, there's Talon. Oops. Should be Orca. Looks like Talon's going to beat my Pitbull. Feels bad, man. These decks that this guy is playing, like this style of deck, the whole like Orca, the Orca Talon tech decks are actually very bad against Talon because their answer to Talon is Talon. So in the early game, if you just make Talons and have them on defense, you will win. Oh, he has Hammerhead as well? This is a wild deck right here. So much air units, oh my god. Seems like a pretty good Iron Cannon target, honestly. I might regret that if he pops a tech unit now, but we shall see. Oh, losing that Pitbull to the Orca is really bad. Oh, shoot. Ah. Feels bad, man. That Pitbull was literally on the way to that top pad. And like half a second longer and I would have had that missile. Now we probably have to beat a tech unit of some description, which our deck is not going to be good at. We need to keep forcing him to make hammerheads because they're expensive. Yeah, he's going to save up for a tech unit. We do have an Iron Cannon for it. Yeah, it's Mammoth Tank. Okay, it's Iron Cannon, the Mammoth Tank. That actually did pretty good damage. Like, it's pretty low now. So close. So close to killing a Mammoth Tank with jump jets. Ah, the Talon got it. Feels bad, Oaken. Feels bad, man. Imagine losing your Mammoth Tank to a Talon. Unlucky, my guy. Oh, feels the worst.
Objective complete. Control.
Alright, another Solomon mirror.
2, 1. New objective available.
We're in level 13 base, so probably gonna have a level advantage here. Ooh. You know what? I hate to see an MG. Just in general, I hate seeing MGs. Although, interestingly enough, shock troopers are actually real good against MG.
Unit ready.
So yeah, I'm gonna tank with the rifles because the shocks are more valuable, but yeah, you can just walk shocks up to an MG and kill it pretty easily.
Unit ready.
Alright, so we're gonna have ourselves a good old-fashioned shock mirror
Unit
from
lost.
back in the day. You should not have retargeted my rifle. The single rifle model does not really matter. I don't want to build another unit because I expect him to go air here. I don't want to be ready for that. Yep, it's predictable.
Unit ready. Nuclear missile launched.
Perhaps an Orca next, sir?
Building online.
Oh god. So predictable. Sling. Okay, I didn't see that one coming, to be fair. Oh, I meant to build a jump jet, not a shock there. I'm used to jump jet being my last infantry unit. Oh look, he has jump jets. Turns out the shock is good. Well, that worked out nicely. Alright, GG, my guy.
Ion
Pew!
cannon activated.
Got him. Well, that was an easy one.
Launched. Mission accomplished. 2, 1. New objective.
Alright, here we go. We're up against Cone. He's a level 10 base, man.
Unit
It's a
ready.
big old yikes. Keisha, stop. Now is not the time.
Unit ready.
Also, paid is spelled P-A-I-D, not P-A-Y-E-D. Just for what it's worth. Alright, anyway, this guy has level 12 wheels, so our missiles are gonna smash him. Feels bad, man. This one kind of feels like it's gonna be a bit of a level stomp.
Unit ready.
What am I doing? What are you doing, missiles? Such terrible micro today. I should get shock troopers here. I should also, on this map, guys, you should move your harvester to this point here, so that during first missile you can pull it onto the pad.
Building
I'm gonna go Talon because that sounds better than going Pitbull in this spot. This is not looking great. Alright, so here I'm gonna move the Talon across, move the harvester onto the pad, and this gives me effectively an extra pop cap. So I can have something on the middle and not lose the missile.
lost.
Let's get rid of this.
Unit
Get a Talon over here as well. And we'll block with the harvester. Alright, so the harvester saved the day basically.
launched.
Harvester won us that missile.
Unit lost.
Catalyst gunship seems like a bit of a problem because it kills our shocks so easily. And that's like our primary anti-infantry unit.
Kane lives!
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Even like -3 catalyst gunship still one-shots shocks because of how much it overkills them. Oh, what am I doing? Let's bring that back. So we're gonna wait till near the end of the missile, and then we're gonna Solomon. Oh, actually two shots these shocks because they're so over leveled. All right, we'll kill these lasers and then get back on the pad. All right, GG. That was a huge level advantage though. That game shouldn't, like, that game was probably closer than it should have been, given the level advantage.
You are victorious. Objective received.
All right, up against Jake and Bait.
Building online. Unit ready.
Riflemen, lead the way! Riflemen ready!
Unit ready.
Moving out! Riflemen, marching orders received.
So we're gonna probably go into shots. Like, we need to save up some cash in case he tech switches. Hopefully there's no Chem Buggy. Chem Buggy would be the hardest thing in the game to beat, I think.
I'm on it. Infantry ready. Riflemen awaiting orders.
Let's go have a look at his base. Ah, rip. My outs to Chem Buggy are just so bad. Like, I have Pitbull, and that's basically it. So yeah, my deck is horrible against Chem Buggy. I think Mutant Chuggy is going to be like an auto loss for me. Right, so we have to go Talon because we have to make air units here, basically.
Unit ready.
That's like the only way to fight the Chuggy and Mutant. He hasn't actually got Mutants yet, but I can't even grind through... I mean, look, you can see I can't even grind through, like, some rifles
Unit lost.
and a Chuggy.
Major structural damage received.
Yeah, this is not going to go well. Giga Cannon. Giga Cannon's probably fine. Although, I don't think I can ever beat Chemical Buggy, honestly.
Unit lost.
That just doesn't seem like a unit we can deal with at all.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Settle down, we're here.
Jetpack's lit.
Banshee is a weird choice.
Ready. Just point me towards the enemy.
I'm just never going to beat this goddamn Chemical Buggy, man.
Hey, I can do shockwave ready. Just point me. Where's the action? Wasting my time. Shock music.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
I don't know what he's doing this game. I don't know why he didn't make the Chemical Buggy way sooner.
Launch.
Like, this Chemical Buggy is so hard for me to deal with.
Lost.
And he just didn't make one for ages. It doesn't make any sense.
Ready.
Like, it's obviously his best unit in the matchup. Like, why is he wasting time with things like Banshee? Just Chuggies and lasers is, like, so difficult for me to beat.
Ready.
I guess I could Iron Cannon the Giga. I don't want to do it now. I'll wait until close to the end of the missile.
Lost.
Alright, that looks like enough targets.
Unit lost.
Oh, this Chuggy, man. This Chuggy is a nightmare.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
He's losing his own rifles to his Chuggy. That's pretty funny. I really need an Iron Cannon right now. I don't have one. Feels bad. Get jump jets instead.
Warhead cancelled. Ion cannon.
Oh, nice. Iron Cannon saves the day. Cool. Good job, Iron Cannon. Iron Cannon OP. This guy should have made way more Chuggies. Like, Chuggy was such a beating.
Objective complete. Three, two, one. New objective available.
Okay, Tonio.
Building online. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Marching orders received.
I feel like given how much infantry is in the deck,
Infantry ready.
it might make sense. Like, I feel like having missiles and jump jets is a little weird.
Unit
And having
ready.
one anti-vehicle vehicle, like, it might make more sense if the jump jets were an Orca or something. Just to, like, diversify the deck a little.
Unit ready.
You do save on tech costs by having so many infantry, though, because you can basically just play
Building online.
barracks.
Together.
I don't think barracks is one of the stronger buildings, though, so I'm not sure that's even necessarily an advantage. So we're gonna go Talon instead of Pitbull here.
Shockwave moving.
Just seems like it would be a better choice since he's opened up his air tower. Like, switching to a different building is probably going to be quite expensive for him. Oh dear, he has hammerheads, that's not good. Very unhappy to see hammerhead here.
Unit ready. Warhead.
Nice, got the flip. That was super close though. Shock's just about managed to finish off in time. Don't know where this hammerhead's going.
Unit ready.
Alright, we managed to kill a hammerhead with talons.
Unit lost.
That feels pretty good.
Ready for the scouting. People here with a pedal to the metal.
That looks like Gren's. Okay.
Pedal to the metal. Weapons. People ready to fight.
Where's the cranky?
Reporting. People ready for anything.
Unit ready.
People here with burning rubber. Weapon being under fire. Pedal to the metal.
Unit lost.
Another hammerhead, it's fine. He looks very low on money. Like, he's not making units very often. Which is a big mistake in Rivals. You gotta make units to win. Like, you can't win by just not making units. And if you don't have enough money, you should make cheap units. Like, now he's making a bunch of rifles, but it's probably too late. I'm actually gonna Iron Cannon these Grens, just because they're gonna be difficult to deal with unit right now. Wow, he boosted them? That could not have been intentional.
Unit ready.
This game was pretty one-sided. It was a little close on the first missile, but after that, it went pretty smoothly.
Launched.
Alright, nice.
Enemy base destroyed. Three, two, one. New objective received.
Alright, we're gonna go half first. I'm not too worried about a rush from GDI. Especially when I'm opening barracks. The only good GDI rush is jump jets. And opening barracks is pretty good against that anyway. Shocks first. Alright, so we're gonna go shocks to counter.
Unit ready.
Rifleman.
And then we're gonna have our rifles to support. So we should win the shock mirror pretty easily because we've got the rifles as well. He's gonna go second shock for sure. Yep,
Unit
we'll go second shock as well.
unit lost.
The rifle support is actually pretty relevant in the shock mirror. Like, it does a lot of damage for 10 cost. And you can't ignore it because it does so much damage. And if you focus it, the shocks kill you because they do even more. So you have to focus the shocks, but then the rifles do a lot of damage for 10 cost.
Nuclear missile
Alright, so pretty easy
launched.
first missile. Here goes Rhino, we get some jump jets.
Building online.
Start harassing this half.
Unit ready.
The main thing is just keep the missile charging.
Ready for the change. You're gonna get hit on stand.
Don't want to let him, don't want to give him time when he has two harvesters.
Lost.
And I just want to save for Iron Cannon. I don't want to make anything really here. Because I want to be able to Iron Cannon anything that comes out, like an air unit or something that I can't block quickly.
Lost.
It looks like nothing's going to happen though. There's the Orca.
Cannon activated. Nuclear weapons launched.
I was going to hit my own Pitbull with the Iron Cannon, but I didn't think I was going to escape from the Orca, and I just wanted to stop him from getting on the pad.
Mission accomplished.
Cool.
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Moving out. Rifleman, lead the way.
Wookie 79.
Harvester
Oh, it was a bike
ready.
rush. I should not have gone Harvester. It's okay though, it's pretty easy to defend bike rushes with barracks, especially when I have two anti-infantry units.
Unit ready.
Like he can't even make a buggy to kill my missiles because I can just make jump jets instead. Doesn't actually look like it's a bike rush, it's just a single bike. It's just a bike opening.
Missile squad reporting. Infantry, move out.
Yeah, it's just bike first unit. I'm not a huge fan of this, I think it slows you down quite a lot.
Building
Because the bike squadron costs you like 70 and then your harvester doesn't come out for like 30 tib. Which is quite a long time.
Ready to launch. Pistol, ready for anything. Awaiting orders.
Let's get some shocks.
You got it. Battle floor moving. Officer close. People ready. Moving out. People here.
unit lost.
People ready for anything. My bike. People and you the juice. Blast them.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Burning rubber.
I guess we'll fire the missile before we go after the harvester some more.
Unit ready.
Giga Cannon. Okay, we'll back up from that. It's level 9. Feels bad, man.
Launched.
Can't really fight Giga Cannon with Pitbulls, they don't hit hard enough.
Unit
So we're gonna have to go
lost.
jump jets.
Ready. Let's fly. Hit on rubber. Run to fire. Shot jump. Let's get JJ here. Reporting. Burning rubber. Pedal to the metal. Blast. Moving out. Catching it. Hit on stand. People you the juice. Blast. People ready.
Level 9 Giga should go down pretty easily. Yeah, feels bad, man.
Jetpack. People here. What up? Ready for action. Blast them.
Harvester ready.
I did not mean to go second harvester. I was trying to Iron Cannon the Giga. Which I will now do.
Activated.
Oh well, we have two harvesters now, I guess we're going to be rich. I'm actually just going to put this on a pad and try and win the game.
Jump jet is there.
Wow, he went second harvester as well. Seems like not ideal timing. My second harvester was not intentional.
Launched. Objective complete. Three, two, one.
Alright, let's see what Jordan's playing.
On it. Ready for action.
Harvester ready.
So we have rifles on defense,
Move out.
Unit ready.
Unit ready.
which is nice.
Infantry ready. Report you. Rifle
Means that he probably has to tech switch first. Alright, so he's stalling. Interesting. He has Harvester in a position where it looks like he's going to go second half, so I'm actually going to get pretty aggressive with the charging.
Ready to melt the
And we're going to go Shockwave Trooper,
towards the enemy.
because it just wins this rifle war instantly and forces him to tech switch.
Capacitors are dropping the base. Cranking it up.
Now, whether we can beat what he tech switches into is a completely different question. Catch it. That's the worst case scenario, I would say.
Shockwave.
All right, let's
Where's the action?
people. All right, let's do this.
Shockwave itches.
All right, let's
We're cranking.
do the do.
Gotta keep the shockwaves moving. If they ever stand still, the catch-up's gonna take care of them.
Warhead cancelled.
Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Should be first missile here. That rifle, that flame is too late. Alright, nice. Got first missile.
Unit lost.
Trying to think about what to do about this flamer. I think I'm gonna go Talon.
Ready.
I could go Shockwave, but I'd rather not mirror it. I'd rather go Talon. Because then if he goes catch it, I have a Talon to counter that as well. There's the second half. We're gonna go put some pressure on. Just a tiny amount of pressure on the Harvester to force him to spend some money defending, like these laser troops, for example. Get this guy back on the pad so we're charging.
Lost.
Shocks are actually very good at pushing Harvester, because they can kill missiles so quickly, which is normally what defends Harvesters.
Unit ready.
So we should get a Harvester here. Nice.
Unit lost.
And we're going to spam Talons, because he hasn't shown us a good answer to Talon yet, and we're going to Iron Cannon up here,
Activated.
which should hit pretty much everything. Nice. Alright, GG. GG Jordan.
Nuclear weapon launched.
That went pretty smoothly, can't complain.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright, Albo.
Building online. Unit ready.
Move to engage.
Ooh, Bike Rush.
Move to engage. Moving out.
Yeah, this is a full-on Bike Rush. It's actually a second bike.
Unit ready.
I'm on it. We'll secure the
Uh-oh.
harvester here.
Alright, well, I didn't manage to block his bikes, so I'm just going to retreat the Harvester. Alright, nice Bike Rush. This is not a good map to Bike Rush on, specifically for that reason. It's incredibly easy to lock out your bike, your Harvester, sorry. Like, very, very easy to do. Alright, let's now... Ooh, Chuggy is fully committing. So I can go Jump Jets, or he can surrender. Ooh. I was going to say I can go Jump Jets or Pitbull. I was probably going to go Pitbull, but he just gave up, so never mind. Alright, so we're up against Victoria.
2.
Victoria, infamous for rushing with Jump Jets and rifles. So we're going to go rifle, rifle instead of Harvester start.
Ready.
Rifleman. Move out. They don't stand a unit moving out.
Victoria plays a tech deck, so if they want to know half, I'm okay with that.
Harvester ready.
Ready to collect.
Although, I actually did just build my half. I have shocks, so I'm not too worried about Jump Jet Rush. I believe Victoria has to go Hammerhead to fight Talons.
I'm on it. We've got marching.
Yeah, they didn't even try and rush. So I'm just going to go really fast Talons.
Move, move, move.
Building online. Unit ready.
On my way. This is gonna open. Ready for deployment.
Oh yeah, Victoria pop caps as well.
They don't stand a chance. Taking them down. Scouting ahead.
Unit
Victoria's kind of a
lost.
dick.
Got this. We got this.
Unit ready.
Flight check complete. Flying
I'm going to ignore that rifleman.
on my way. Ready for deployment.
So we know they're going to go Hammerheads almost certainly.
Rifleman, I'm on
So I'm going to get
Building
Pitbull.
online. Unit ready.
Moving out. Rifleman, Pitbull here. What up?
Yeah, this doesn't even stall, dude.
Warhead launch.
You got it, Chief. You got it.
Unit ready.
Pitbull in a dog fight. Weapon vehicle.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
I don't remember what Victoria's anti-infantry is. Is it Talons? I don't know how they beat Jump Jet or Shock Troopers.
Pitbull here. What up?
Okay, it looks like they don't. They just wait to attack.
Ion cannon activated.
Pretty bold plan, I guess.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
I'm really sad that my my Talon killed the Titan. So in this run we had a Talon kill a Mammoth and we had a Talon kill a Titan.
You are victorious.
Although actually, was it this run where I killed a... Anyway, today I have killed a Mammoth and a Titan with Talons, which feels amazing. Alright, I believe I am 11-0 with this deck now. One game someone surrendered, so I'm probably going to cut that from the video, so if you didn't see that 11th game, that's why. They just instantly surrendered. This deck was better than I thought it was going to be, like a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be kind of terrible. I've played Quad Infantry before, and it's always been horrible, but the things that make it horrible are a lot worse than they used to be. Like, it used to be that you'd play Quad Infantry and you'd get smashed by, like, Razorback or Orca Bomber, which both are now bad. You'd also really struggle with Fortress. We didn't run into any Fortress decks, but Fortress could have been a big problem. Chuggy is very good against this. We played one Chuggy player, and I think if he'd made more Chuggies, I would have struggled. What else is normally good against these decks? Like, normally Fnatic spam would beat you, but Fanatics have been nerfed quite a lot. They're not as dominant as they were. Yeah, I don't know. That was surprising. That was surprising at how effective that deck was. I thought it was going to be terrible, but it was actually pretty decent. I do think that Shock Troopers... I think Shock Trooper, because Razorback is so much worse than it was, I do think Shock Troopers might not be complete terrible anymore. Like, Snipers are pretty bad in this metagame. Razorback is kind of bad now. So I think there is room for Shock Trooper decks. I think Shock Troopers are not just always the worst option anymore. They might actually be better than Razorback or Sniper in certain decks. Flamers, I think, are still just worse than Fanatics almost every time, but Shocks, I think there's potentially room for them in decks now. And you've got Pitbull and Jump Jet and Talon. Like, Jump Jet Talon is enough, that's all you really need to beat every Nod deck in the game. Nod just really struggles with Jump Jet Talon, like, super hard. And then you've kind of just got Pitbulls and Shocks and Missiles and Jump Jets for GDI, so... Yeah, it's a lot easier to make a deck that can beat almost everything with just having some of the better GDI units in the game right now. Alright, so anyway, that was Patreon sponsored from It's Me. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you all next time.